Joining me in studio right now, we have a special guest from the COC, the Small Business Development Center. They have their location on the campus at College of the Canyons over there. And we're talking about the Small Business Development Center. Steve Tannehill is the director for the SBDC here in Santa Clarita. Steve, how are you?
I'm great, Jason. How are you?
I'm doing well. I appreciate you taking the time. Somebody who's never heard of the SBDC before, when you have to describe it in a few sentences, what do you tell people about what you do?
You bet. Well, if I were describing it in a sentence or two, I would say we are a small business consulting firm.
Okay.
That would be the quick explanation. The other key piece is that we receive our funding from the college, from the Small Business Administration, City of Santa Clarita, and a number of other public and private partners, so they pay our fees. So the fees for our services are covered out of those source of funds, which makes us free to the small business.
So this is an opportunity for people, and you can answer this question for me. Is this mainly geared towards established small businesses, or people who are looking to start one, or both?
Yeah, both. Exactly, both. What I would say is this: if you're a small business and you're hearing this conversation, I would ask you to ask yourself, what is the number one thing you are struggling with right now? It might be that you're trying to get some more capital for your business, or you're trying to get your sales up, or you want to tackle this social media stuff. Or maybe you've hired some new employees and you need some help with the HR aspect of it. Or maybe you're an established business and you've considered exporting and you don't know where to start. Or maybe you're a manufacturing business and you know your processes could be improved, and maybe you've heard of something called lean, but you don't know what it is. You're not sure what to do about that. Look at your number one problem, and 9 times out of 10, we have an expert on staff who can help you solve that problem.
So it's for people at any stage in the process, and it's so crazy to see what's not only what our local businesses and our businesses nationwide have to go through just to get started. It's such a and I've just seen this from the small business people that I've worked for and that I continue to work for, and the friends and family that try to start businesses. It's a daunting task, especially even if you have a business background or you have a business degree, to get that business up and off the ground and do it in a way that you're not wasting money, you're not wasting time. It's hard to do. So talk to me about some of the people or some of the ways that you guys help those people that are looking to start things.
You bet, Jason. And what I would say is, if you look at bigger established businesses, they have a team of management experts. And as you say, you might be good in the finance side, you might be good in the marketing side, you might have a business background, but very few people are good in all dimensions of what it takes to run a successful business. So we come in to complement what your needs are. We've worked with we saw in 2012 875 businesses in consulting engagements. And that's everything from restaurants to manufacturing businesses. We saw businesses that are second generation, and the next generation is taking over, and they want to bring the business up to a new level of sales and expertise, to startups. We've worked with retail businesses. It really covers the gamut. Again, our core funding is out of the SBA, and they define a small business as anybody under 500 employees. So from that standpoint, virtually everybody in the Santa Clarita Valley could take advantage of our services.
The website, if you want to find out more, is cocsbdc.org. That stands for, obviously, College of the Canyons Small Business Development Center. But as I was just kind of poking around the site, Steve, just looking at the kind of different services that you offer, you mentioned the business advisory services, which is great. There is a program for young entrepreneurs, so people who are, this is aimed, I guess, between the ages of 14 to 27. A lot of great ideas, particularly, in the tech world, the social media world, are coming out of that age group. So this is geared towards them, I would imagine.
Exactly right. We've done a couple, we've run this now for 3 years. We've done a lot of events with young entrepreneurs, and I'm always amazed. Even some of the kids in the high school, we'll sit down with them, and they're already exporting. And they want to know not how to start their business, but how to open up in Turkey. The level of sophistication is quite amazing. So yes, we just completed a fall program. We're about to launch a spring program. We had a business plan contest in the fall where we gave away about $1,000 and entered the winners in a statewide contest where $10,000 can be won. One of our winners has a mobile app where they're building a bracelet that will have 8 applications on the bracelet, so you can go to your gym or you can go to your grocery store. It's a wonderful idea. They've got access to technology, and this one kid who's kind of leading it saw it when he was in Japan, and they're off and running, and we're helping them.
So our SBDC here at COC, this serves which area? Is it all of Northern LA County that you guys help out with?
Great question. So we're based at College of the Canyons. That's our host and our home office, but we actually have 10 locations. We cover the San Fernando Valley with locations in Calabasas, Northridge, and Sylmar, and we cover the Antelope Valley with locations in Palmdale and Lancaster.
Okay, so the pretty wide swath area there.
It is. We've got 2.2 million people, and we're bigger than the state of Rhode Island, so we've got a lot of territory to cover.
You want to find out more, cocsbdc.org, and you know, got to make that first step. If you have, you know, hesitation, or you're kind of unsure of what that first step is, the biggest thing we can recommend, Steve, I think, is just to make that contact. You know, get a business consultation. Get the first one, kind of see where you're at and what's possible. Right.
I think we're very lucky in Santa Clarita because this is a nationwide program. There are 1,000 SBDCs in the country and 35 in California. But if let's say you're in Encino, you have just as much claim, if you will, on SBDC services, but the nearest one is up in Santa Clarita. We're very, very lucky that we're headquartered here. We've got our core team here. So almost any day of the week, you can come in and see us, get consulting. We also offer a wide variety of trainings. Last year, we actually did 180 trainings, saw 3,200 people come through, and as you can imagine, covers the gamut. QuickBooks, sexual harassment prevention training, how to start a business, how to fund your business, the new healthcare law, what does it mean for your small business, a wide variety of topics. 60 to 70% of those are held here in Santa Clarita. The balance are held at our satellite locations.
Right in our backyard. You want to go and check them out. Steve Tannehill, our guest this afternoon, director of the Small Business Development Center, cocsbdc.org. You can call him 362-5900. Answer questions for you. Get started. Thank you, Steve.
Great. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you doing it.